Yo, what's up guys, Dota Academy here, and this is patch 7.07b, so we're just gonna go through it, and I'll give you guys my opinions as I'm going through this. So, the first thing, backdoor protection damage reduction increased from 25% to 40%. Now, I agree with this, because I was in a game where the only reason we lost is that there was an IO and an alchemist who just kept going into our base basically and taking our buildings through backdoor. And if you remember, a hero like IO, who can globally TP with an ally anywhere on the map for a short duration, and with the talent especially as well later on where IO gets all of the attack animations and speed from the tethered ally, that makes a combo like Tiny IO, Alchemist, IO, and any hard carry that hits really, really fast late game makes it quite stupid if you're going through backdoor. So I think that's a really good change that they did. We've got some changes to items here. Aeon Disc, recipe cost reduced. So cheaper item, Mask of Madness, armor reduction increased from 6 to 7, so a little nerf on Mask of Madness. Nerf on Battle Fury as well, damage is reduced by 5. Meteor Hammer damage is also reduced, and it deals 75 slash 150 impact damage to buildings and units. So that's slightly changed. Here we go on to the hero changes. The main ones being anti-mage, and I think the reason for these changes are these heroes were getting, or some of these heroes were getting really strong at the wrong time. For example, it was annoying to deal with having played some games with anti-mages, the illusions that he gets. So they've changed it from level 15 to level 20, just so that, you know, if you want to go for it, some people can argue it's bad, like fair enough, yeah, because you can't control them and whatnot, but I think that it was a bit too strong early on in the game. Like once you've got your core items and everyone else is like sub what you have, so you've got so much farm and then you just like get that talent and then it's like, well shit. So that's pretty much anti-mage. You can, I don't want to read all of these because some of these aren't that important, but you can read these guys if it's a hero that you're interested in or you play a lot. We've got the change for Bain, where Enfeeble steals damage is changed from level 10 to level 15. Another one of those, well, it's a bit too strong at that point. We've got Beastmaster, who's getting some nerfs, because apparently he was much stronger than intended. We have Dark Willow having reduction in the skill damage. Pretty much overall nerf for Dark Willow, because people were experimenting with the hero. Whenever a new hero comes out, they're going to be really strong, as is with most heroes, and then they just get nerfed over time. We've got Dragon Knight level 15 talent change from plus 40 XP gain to plus 35 damage. I'm not really sure about that, because plus 40 XP gain is a lot compared to other XP gain talents, but 35 damage is alright too. Drow has got increased gust duration to 2 seconds at level 20, but the precision aura is reduced in percentage. Lone Druid got a little buff with his bear HP regen increasing, and we've got Medusa getting some, well, strength gain nerf I should say, but the talents are being buffed. So Mirana is nerfed in terms of agility gain. Morphling's back in Captain's mode. His skills seem to have been buffed, and I think that's pretty much it. Guys can read that for yourselves. Morphling pretty much getting a buff. Another big one is Conquer, and his level 25 talent for the Ghost Fleet is reduced from 4 ships to 3. So I think that was quite a big deal. They may have fought 4 boats. It was a bit too much. So a little nerf for the level 25 for Conquer. Pangalier's had a bunch of changes. So he's got damage reduction increased. He's been changed quite a fair bit. Rolling Thunder speed is now fixed, so he can't go faster. And it seems like he's gotten a buff, actually. I think that's because of the really low win rate. I think he had like something like a 37% win rate or something. Ricky has nerf on agility, buff on the talent at level 15. Spirit Breaker, rescaled ultimate cooldown. Sven has been... I'd say this is more of a nerf, because God Strength is what the hero needs. And, I mean, 1 second increase as well on the talent. So, nerf for Sven. TA has been buffed. Tiny has been buffed. Buffs for Tiny. Vengeful Spirit, nerfed. And finally Visage, familiar attack damage increased. That's, I think, something that Visage needed. I think it turned into a really bad hero since the patch came out, so buffing it a little bit with the familiars does help. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.